evening we're a little bit technically challenged with music, and I am tonight too. I'm going to be singing to my phone, so hopefully you can hear the music. But a very, very wise man, very loving man, has reminded us many times over and over, if I haven't told you lately that I love you, I love you. And that's what this song says. But I can't sing it standing here by myself, so I'm going to ask Jim to come up and be with me. I can promise you he's just going to stand here. He's not going to sing. Let's see if this really works. It's not very loud. Have I told you lately that I love you? Could I tell you once again somehow? Have I told with all my heart and soul how I adore you? Well, darling, I'm telling you now. This heart would break in two if you refuse me. I'm no good without you anyhow. This world would end today if I should lose you. Oh, darling, I'm telling you now. Now, if there's anybody here that you haven't told lately that you love them, this will be a real good time to do that. Have I told you lately how I miss you? When the stars are shining in the sky, have I told why the nights are long when you're not right here with me? Well, darling, I'm telling you now. This heart could break in two if you refuse me. I'm no good without you anyhow. This world would end today if I should lose you. Oh, darling, I'm telling you now. Yeah.
Ain't love grand? It's that kind of night. At this time, I'm going to ask one of our good brethren that, I'm just going to ask Mr. Roy Laycox to come up and take the mic.
Last year at this banquet, Brother Ron gave a very moving tribute to his wife on their 50th wedding anniversary. Connie and I will be celebrating our 40th wedding anniversary, April 26th of this year. And what she doesn't realize is, well, I'm sure she realizes it now, is that it's just a tremendous thing for me to acknowledge that everything she's done and meant to me in these last 40 years. it takes a lot to get to that point. When you look at some of the things that people go through and just not take their wedding vows seriously, just take them for granted. We've had friends of ours that get married and then a few years later just throw it away. Just think that it's not there. They don't go to church. They don't seek out the Lord. And for whatever reason, one thing or another, their wedding's over with. The pastor that married us all them years ago, he passed away from cancer, but his wife told us last time we had a chance to talk to her that the best she knows, that our marriage is the only one that's ever stood the test of time. And there's a good reason for that, folks, and that's when it's Christ-centered.
Amen.
It will stand the test of time if you put it first and foremost in your life. Connie's dealt with a lot of problems. Well, I've had a lot of physical problems over the years, and she's been with me, she's stood with me, and she's been with me and just helped me in every way. She's given me 2 wonderful children that we can be proud of. And I know this is a fact. I know there was nobody else out there for me but her. And from the time I got saved, I asked the Lord, I said, give me somebody who will love you as much as I do. And a few years later, he did. And we're almost ready to celebrate our 40th anniversary, and I thank him so much for that, and for her. Thank you, Connie, appreciate that.
Thank you, Roy, and boy, Connie, thank you. That's kind of what he's trying to say. At this time, we're going to, you know how much we love skits. We got a very short, brief little skit we're going to share with you here. It's called What Does Love Do? And let me go ahead and just kind of introduce the staff to you a little bit. Yours truly, myself and Miss Peggy Mary, Sloan Fugate, Ava Cyphers, and Sam Ashburn, right? And there's a little 4-legged star. And it would be very unhealthy for your health if you got thrown her away. So just make sure she's a vicious dog. Great. But without further ado, let's get started. And Peggy and I don't need mics.
Fill your brain, lose your belly. That sounds interesting.
Hey.
Maybe you should be this instead of me.
Yeah.
You know what? Are you ready for tomorrow, hon? Did the Lord tell you what to speak about? Okay. So what did he say? What's your topic? In other words, it's wait till tomorrow, like everybody else, and see what I'm going to talk about. Right? Dad! I'm your wife. How am I supposed to support you and support you and everything that you do if I don't even know how to pray for you? I don't know what you're speaking on. You gotta give me some help here. I am a helpmate, and that's what helpmates are supposed to do.
I know one thing you can do that would help me tremendously. Give
Really?
me tremendous inspiration.
Really?
Yes.
What is it? Tell me.
Go in the kitchen and make me some brownies.
Sorry, dear. I can't do that. Because you know why? You don't know how to eat 1 or 2. You eat the whole pan.
Oh.
And then when it's done, well, I think that's just simple. That makes you a glutton.
Wow, this one time wouldn't hurt.
Oh, I disagree. It hurts me every time I see you try to button your shirt and pants. Those people at the church over there feed you way too well.
That was supposed to be in there. It was. That's kind of personal. And,
Honey,
yeah.
well, you know what? Do you know how many years you've been at First Baptist Church Union? Well, I'm sure you do, but it's been 4 long years. I can't believe where the time's gone. It went so fast. Well, it just seems like it was yesterday.
Yeah, I do know. I was thinking about that. Right, it's been 4 years. Time sure has flown by. On the other hand, they bred all on Marlowe, seems like forever.
Oh, that's sure. That's true.
We've been really blessed. Nice church building here,
Yeah.
nice people, nice neighborhood. I mean, what else could you ask for? You take that Carlos across the street over there, our neighbor. He's over here every day wanting to know what he can do for us. He's a great neighbor.
Well, he's got this, he's just, oh, I guess you're right. But you know what? He just gives me the heebie-jeebies. I guess the kids would call it, he gives off bad vibes.
What do you mean?
Well, take for instance, he always wears all that jewelry. He sure likes his bling. And every time he sees me, he wants to sell us a car. You know what he asked me the other day? He said, how often do you drive your car? How far do you go? Do you ever take long trips? What kind of mileage do you get? Why does he need that information anyway?
Oh, Peggy, for goodness sakes, he's a used car salesman. He has to know what the clientele needs to be able to know what kind of car to sell you. And that's what he does. Carlos is a good guy, good neighbor. I trust him with everything we have.
Really?
Really?
You trust him with everything? I'll tell you what, I wouldn't trust him with anything. And what's the bad when every time you try to talk to him about the Lord or about salvation, he always changes the subject right away. What's up with that?
Conviction. He's under conviction. You hear that?
Well, yes, of course I've heard that, but
Oh, honey, when you get that, and if it's that little girl with that ragged old dog, we just tell her we're busy. Oh, Lord, please don't let it be that little girl with that dog. Please.
we're not through with church yet. Molly! Donald, it's Molly!
Yay!
Would you like to come in, dear?
Thanks, Miss McCain.
Sure.
Hi, Mr. McCain. Mr. McCain, you're an answer to my prayer.
Yeah, you're an answer to mine too.
Really? How cool is that? Have you met my dog, Maddie?
Yeah. Hope your house broke.
Oh, Donald, for heaven's sakes.
Molly, it's Saturday night, and I still got to put the finish and touches on my sermon. What can I do for you?
Well, sir, I know you're our pastor, and, well, I was wondering if you could pray for Molly. She has a very dangerous job.
Dangerous job? What could that dog do that's dangerous? Why, she's afraid of her own shadow.
Pastor, Maddie is a police dog.
Well, Molly, honey, we're sorry. I didn't mean to laugh. Of course we'll pray for Molly. Maddie. We'll pray that the Lord keeps her safe at all times. But honey, it really is getting kind of late and we have some things to do. We'll see you at church in the morning, okay? All right, thanks for coming. Bye-bye.
Please don't. You can clap.
Hey, Donald. What's
Hey,
up?
Carlos, how you doing?
Good, good. Get a lot of money in the offering plate yesterday?
Uh,
At least enough to make your paycheck?
Well, yeah, we had an all right offering, Carlos. Thank you. Yeah, pretty good.
Oh, glad to hear it. Glad to
Okay,
hear it.
good.
It's, after all, that's how you get paid.
Well, not actually. It's kind of a faith thing. I mean, God takes care of me, takes care of the church, and we don't depend on that money per se for my pay, but God takes care of us.
Okay, good, good, good. You know, I got a little trade-in yesterday
Yeah?
that I thought might fit you pretty well.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's clean, low mileage. I can put you right in that thing for about $200 a month. It was only driven by a little old lady back and forth to church.
Okay. Sounds good, Carlos, but we're not really in the market for a car right now. Thanks anyway, though.
Well, okay. Big mistake. I thought it might work for you.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna get out of here now. You see that little girl on that dog?
Yeah.
I don't like her.
Well, they go to my church. They seem like all right people. They're all right as far as I know.
Well, if you say so.
All right.
I'm gonna
Thanks,
get out of
Carlos.
here, man. It's time to go.
Okay. See you there. Thank you.
Never gonna get those red. Are you kidding me? That can't be the doorbell, no. It is the doorbell. Oh, got it. Well, hello, Molly. You wanna come in? Is there something you need, Molly? Would you like something to drink?
Sure. You got any root beer?
I think I might have a can. Please sit down. Ah, you're in luck. Here you go, sweetie.
Thanks, Miss McCann.
You're welcome.
Can I ask you a question?
Well, sure. What is it?
What does love do?
Ah, what does love do? Well, love, love is one of those, each person is, that's a great question. And I think you should ask the pastor about that. But honey, he's not here right now.
But I think you are the right person to ask, for two reasons. One, he's a man, and men know absolutely nothing about love. And two, I don't think he likes me.
Oh, Molly, honey, he does like you. In fact, I know he's very fond of you. You know what? I will answer your question after all. Let me get my Bible. It'll help me. Mary don't know anything about love. Where does she get such things? She may be right there. She may be onto something. No. Okay. Hi, sweetie. Did you know that in the Bible, God spoke over 100 times about love? He has the answer of what does love do right here in his book. Let's turn to, let's see, 1 Corinthians 13. Let me read what's in his word, okay? It says, if I speak in the tongues of men or of angels, but do not have love, I am only a resounding gong or a clanging cymbal. If I have the gift of prophecy and can fathom all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have a faith that can move mountains, but do not have love, I have nothing. If I give all I possess to the poor and give over my body to hardship that I may boast, but do not have love, I gain nothing. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. That's really a good thing. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails. And the very last verse in that chapter says, and now these three remain, faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love. Do you understand? Does that answer your question?
Not really.
Well, let me see if I can put it in my own words, okay? Love is the most important gift of all the special gifts that God gives us. It has great faith and the acts of dedication and sacrifice. Love's not always easy. Love makes what we do and what we say useful and also important. But if we don't have love in our hearts, then we have nothing. But you know what the ultimate love is? It's when God gave his only son, Jesus, to come down and die on the cross for our sins. Does that explain it a little better for you?
But I really just wanted to know what love does, because Maddie's a police dog, and she works because she loves people. So I really just need to know what kind of things she does as a police dog.
Oh, now, Molly.
I know you don't think Maddie can be a police dog, but she is. Here, this is my friend at the police station. Give her a call. She'll explain everything.
Okay, dear. All right, I'll give her a call a little bit later today. Thank you for coming. Detective Ava Cyphers, State Police?
Big clap to pretty children. Okay, moving right along. At this time, I'm going to ask Missy Edwards to come and take the mic. You might want to pray. Fine.
Thank you. Okay, so a couple months ago, I went to Dawn and Peggy and asked them if I could have a few minutes during intermission at the Valentine banquet. Of course, they said that was fine. And I wanted to explain a little bit first why I'm doing this. When Scott and I got married, we didn't have a lot of money, but we had a little reception. Many of you were there. We couldn't afford a DJ, so we didn't get our first dance. And so tonight, I'd like to have a first dance with my husband. So I think John's going to play a song for us and listen to the words. It's a song we both really like and kind of our story, really.
Wasn't that sweet? As we get ready for our last scene here, we'll be done in just a few minutes. We finished at the fourth last little act here. We're not getting ready, we're ready, but while we're getting ready, anyway, and it's not been mentioned by somebody already today, but we told you tonight that this wasn't a couples thing, and it's not. We're just all here as a family, church family. You are my family. And, well, I want to tell this lovely lady on the front row here, my lovely wife, Miss Billy, how much I love her. In front of me, anybody in the room, spouse, parent, child, grandparent, pastor, whomever, you want to just tell you love them right now. I want you to do that while we're getting ready here for our last scene. Peggy, I don't know what to think about this. I'm a pretty good judge of character, aren't I? I mean, I know my neighborhood, and I know my church people, and I know everybody, don't I? Aren't I a good judge of character, Peggy?
Well, most of the time you are, but there's times that you just need a little help, and it's just.
Who could be here this time of night?
No. Hold it. Hello, may I help you?
You're on stage. You're on stage first.
It's not in the door yet.
McCain residence?
Yes, it is the McCain residence. How can I help you?
Well, I'm Detective Ava Cyphers, and I came at your request, and I wanted to know what I could do for you, Miss McCain.
Honey, this is Detective Cyphers, the one
Okay.
of the CARF and the state police.
Pastor McCain, Miss Cyphers, welcome to our home. Glad to have you here.
I asked Detective Cyphers if she would come. We talked on the phone, and I was wondering if you could tell my husband exactly what you do and what your investigation uncovered in our neighborhood.
Well, I'm a detective with the state police, and I work with the special units of Canine Unit, and I've been just patrolling the area, and I know that you know our Molly Andrews that walks her dog Maddie. You know her, right?
Okay, hold it right there. If you're going to come here and tell me tonight that little furry, fuzzy dog is a police dog, why, she don't weigh 15 pounds. What kind of crime protection is that dog going to do?
Donald, would you just stop and let her talk a minute?
Yeah.
Good grief, you might learn something. Probably not.
Mr. McCain, we have 4 German Shepherds with our unit. Each one weighs around 60 pounds. And Maddie is responsible for more crime prevention than any of those other dogs. Our love dogs, like Maddie, help keep crime out of the neighborhoods. They go into a crime scene at their own risk. They wag their tail, sit on their hind legs, lick their hands, and roll over and play with the criminal. The perp has no idea that there's a small special camera on their collar. We get video of everything the criminal does. Maddie really is a very special asset to our division.
Well, now I think I've heard everything.
Well, not quite. See, we have video that the past couple of days, Maddie's been spending around 15 minutes every day in your neighborhood. And in that time, we have found that your neighbor, Carlos Tanner, has been involved in Grand Theft Auto, otherwise known as GTA.
Oh.
And since we've been here, we've seen that he's stolen multiple things out of garages around your neighborhood, including yours, sir.
No.
We've caught him red-handed, so we don't even need you to testify because we have video of everything that he's done, and we can charge him with multiple crimes. You have a real hero in your neighborhood. Not a 2-legged one, but a 4-legged one. I hope this answers a lot of your questions about Maddie. Thank you, and good night.
Thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. I'm sure he's better informed now. Well, well, well. Didn't you just say the other day, I'm a great judge of character? I know my neighbors. I know my neighborhood. Why, Carlos is a great man. I trust him with everything. Well, he probably took everything from the garage. What do you think of that now, Pastor McCain?
As a whole, I can call in someplace. I was very wrong. Can't believe that. This little dog, this little girl, learned about the neighborhood, loving and protecting our neighborhood, and I was so wrong. Of course.
And you know what? All Molly wanted us to do was pray for her little dog that we'd keep him safe.
So, Peggy, I misjudged the neighborhood, I misjudged the people, and I rejected this token of love that this little girl came into our home and tried to express. I rejected love. What happens to love when you reject love?
Well, dear, I didn't reject love, and nothing's happened to me. I keep it right here in my heart.
Hey, and strong congratulations, hey, Maddie. Come on.